The TikToker who was spraying bug killer at a Walmart, Wolfie Coletti, has finally been sentenced. Now I feel like the sentencing was very lackluster or very underwhelming because he only got a year for what he did. His so-called prank isn't a prank. I feel like the word prank has lost its meaning in the last couple of years. What he did is like terrorism. This is what I meant by prank has lost its meaning in the last couple of years, because in what world is this a prank? Like, he's just spraying poison on food. This can potentially kill someone. And something I always found insane about this clip is that he later returns to throw everything away, acting like that's gonna magically fix everything he just did. Just because you throw away the contaminated food does not mean that you just fix the entire problem. The shelves are still contaminated, and since it's a spray, it can still get everywhere even if it's not the intended target. This doesn't even factor in that before he threw them out, people could have grabbed these contaminated foods and bought them. But thankfully, he was arrested and he's now facing punishment.
A social media influencer accused of spraying bug killer on food at a Valley Walmart, then posting the video of him committing the crime online, was just sentenced to 1 year in prison. 28-year-old Charles Smith said in court that it was all supposed to be a prank, but the judge didn't see it that way.
Not just this video that made so many people upset with Smith, it was also the fact that he was making thousands of dollars a month from this kind of content.
He was making $10,000 making videos like that. Just let that sink in for a second. $10,000 for these fake pranks. Some of his other pranks are him going to a restaurant with ice and putting ice in a deep fryer. Like, again, these are not pranks. And even more where he's just harassing people.
And we heard what Smith had to say about this whole situation.
I'd just like to formally apologize for my actions from last year and that I've become a better person.
Charles Smith, also known as Wolfie Party on social media, saying in court he is sorry for this video. Taken in December at this Mesa Walmart, where police say he stole a can of bug killer and recorded himself spraying it all over fruits, vegetables, and rotisserie chickens, causing nearly $1,000 worth of damage and putting lives at risk.
This crime was absolutely outrageous and exceedingly dangerous.
Which is why he was arrested, charged, and ultimately pleaded guilty to poisoning. But that wasn't the only charge Smith was facing in court. Smith is known for these kinds of videos on social media. Others include what appears to be him locking people inside a Goodwill, throwing food at people at the mall, and even throwing a dead bird at fast food workers.
Yeah, he's definitely not sorry for anything. What do you mean he threw a fucking dead bird at someone? How he managed to get 1 year in prison is fucking insane. It should be bare minimum life in prison. Like, he's a straight up supervillain. And what's really shocking is that he's 26 years old. He's a fully developed human being. His brain is fully mature, and he still thought that spraying bug killer on food was a smart idea.
Smith's attorney told the judge that his client has taken responsibility for his actions and understands these aren't pranks.
What he did was not funny, and that's not how he should behave. He wants to turn a new leaf. He wants to get off this social media thing.
Then Smith talked about why he makes these kinds of videos.
Social media has definitely took over my brain and made me do things that is abnormal.
Yeah, I'm not buying anything he's saying right now. I don't think he's learned his lesson at all. In fact, I feel like if he's let loose again in a couple of years, he's gonna be repeating the same thing. But who knows, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe after he leaves prison, he's gonna turn a new leaf and become a model citizen.
The judge sentenced Smith to 1 year in prison, followed by 3 years supervised probation. She also said for those stores that were damaged, they can ask for restitution.
Do not return to any Walmart. Don't return to any Bosa Donuts.
Again, I feel like his punishment should have been more severe, and I know that they're only charging him for that Walmart video and the donuts, so his other actions aren't included in his punishment, like him throwing a dead bird. I'm sorry, that's just fucking insane. But at the end of the day, it's still a good thing because people who do similar things like him are now also going to have the potential of facing the same punishment, which is always a good thing. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this situation. Peace out.